But I still remember this one moment. I felt like I was surrounded by something. I felt like there was a spirit in the room. I felt like something was there.
High volume.
What's up, Team Energizers? My name is Latoya Jones, and I want to tell you about the first day I went without food. Because I really thought I was going to pass away. But before we get into that, this is a channel where I talk about fasting, health, my personality, and just anything you want to know about ADF. I just started ADF and I absolutely love it. I believe that you do not have to stop eating your favorite foods. Just learn when to eat them. Yeah, it's going to be hard, but I feel like it should be fun. You know, I saw a girl lose over 100 pounds and she began to hate herself even more as she lost the weight. I lost over 100 pounds and I just started loving myself more, but I lost it fun. I lost it having fun. I lost it learning how to do makeup. I lost it getting into fashion and learning new fashion and having a photo shoot every few months that I've lost 20 pounds. Every 20 pounds I had a photo shoot. So I made the journey fun. I didn't look at it like, oh, I hate it, I'm tired. Every time you lose some weight, book a photo shoot. Go buy a new dress. Do your makeup. Get your makeup done. Because if you look the same after you lose every 20 pounds, of course you're going to be like, I don't like myself. I thought I would like myself. Girl, go get yourself a makeover. All right, so let's get into this. So my very first time fasting in a whole 24 hours. So first of all, I did my research. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I read some books. I Googled, and I read a lot of things about how fasting is powerful and what happens in 3 days. That first day, okay, so I researched fasting. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I read some books. I Googled, and I read a lot of things about how fasting is powerful and what happens in 3 days. That first day, okay, so after I do my research, I do the Googling and all that. First of all, the research I did, nobody said anything about electrolytes. So for the first 2 days of my fast, I'm feeling like I'm about to be in heaven. I'm levitating in the bed, laying on my, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So the first day, I'm like, I can do this. I wake up in the morning, I tell my friend, hey, you know what? You want to go to Austin, Texas? Let's go to Austin. Let's look around. Let's have some fun. I'm not going to eat nothing. I just want to start this fast off by enjoying it, going on a vacation, traveling, doing some things, and not eating food. So my friend was like, yeah, let's go. I'm driving. So they get their self together. I get myself together. And I'm like, let's just start this thing off fun. I lost my first 50 pounds, right? And I had a good time. But the reason, let me just tell y'all this. The reason I decided to do a fast is because I hit a stall. And I wasn't losing any more weight. Whether it be I couldn't stop eating, which is most likely it. I couldn't stop eating. I had started eating more. And I was frustrated with myself. But then I would try to eat less and work out more. And it wasn't working. And so I researched fasting and I said, let me do my first fast. So my first 50 pounds I lost walking and macro counting, which is basically eating less carbs and more protein and moderate fat. That stopped working for me. So I said, let me fast. So me and my friend, we get up, we get our clothes on, we get cute, and we get on the road and we go to Austin, Texas. So I'm like, I'm gonna make this fun. I'm not gonna be stressed. I'm not gonna stop living life just because I started fasting. I'm not going to do that. I didn't do that to lose my first 50 pounds. I'm not going to do that to fast. Only thing is, I'm just not eating, you know? So I use the road trip. We get on the road, you know, we're passing the Austin Capitol. We're seeing all the beautiful sights. It was a beautiful day. We're enjoying the country scene. We're enjoying the roads and we're enjoying the sun and we're just having a good time. We're listening to music and my mind is not on food. And I said, I'm gonna make it that way. So I'm driving, enjoying the music and everything, and they're enjoying the ride along. They get a free ride, don't have to pay for gas, they get to travel. So we get to Austin, Texas, and we're like, where we gonna go? We can't go eat, We can't do all that, but we can go to the mall. We can ride and look at houses. You know, what you want to do. So we decided to go to Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's. Really? So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's go to Trader Joe's. And then we remember Tabitha Brown she was famous because of this TTLA or something like that. And so my friend is like, I want to try it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm very inspired. Because I'm like, I've done my research. I know fasting is going to break this stall. I'm not going to do anything to mess it up. So you go ahead, you have your TTLA, you enjoy it. Matter of fact, I'm going to sit here and watch them make it because I'm interested. I've always wanted to know. So they make it with the falafel, the tomatoes, the pickles, which Tabitha said, make sure you add the pickles. And they put the lettuce on there, and they have this wrap, this brown pita thing, and they wrap it up, and I'm like, ooh, that looks good. Should I? No, because I was going through a stall. I was depressed. I was unhappy about it. I was frustrated, and I'm like, I gotta do something. So I said, no, I'm not. You enjoy it. So they get the sandwich, and we walk around Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's has fruit. Trader Joe's has wait, no, that's not Trader Joe's. That's Whole Foods. What? I'm sorry. Whole Foods, not Trader Joe's. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure y'all was like, wait, Trader Joe's? Didn't TTLA, didn't it? We walk around Whole Foods. So you know Whole Foods has the fruit, the vegetables, and their fruit aisle looks amazing. Whole Foods fruit is, oh my God, beautifully stacked, beautifully laid. And I'm just like, ooh, when I come off my fast, I'm gonna eat that. When I come off my fast, I'm gonna try that. When I come off my fast, I'm gonna get that juice. And so I'm just enjoying, I'm sightseeing and walking around. And then I see these other items that Trader Joe's has. They have this sandwich, oh my God, like it looked amazing. And they had, pasta dinners and cookies. Their cookies are gigantic. So I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna try the cookie. This is crazy. I'm remembering all this. This was like 2 years ago. I said, I'm gonna try the cookie when I get a chance, and bet I did. I went back later, I don't know when, but I did. Not during my fast, but after my fast, and tried all that stuff, and it was glorious. I ended up buying some soaps. They had this little bar of soaps that smell really good, so I ended up buying some of those. And my friend ended up getting some juices and some fruit, and they ended up getting the sandwich. And so we're having a good time. We're like, man, we wanted to go to another Whole Foods because Whole Foods was just like booming, and they had all this stuff. And so we go to the car, and my friend has the sandwich, and I'm just like, I can't believe I've always wanted to try this sandwich, and I'm not gonna try it. Like, do you know how many years I've wanted to try that sandwich? And I'm like, now's my time. And I'm fasting, my first day of fasting, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna try it. And so literally, I literally just woke up that morning and I'm like, I wanna go out to Austin. I wanna get my mind off fasting. I can't believe I did that. But anyway, we go to the car, walk out of Trader Joe's. It's a beautiful day, you know. I mean, Whole Foods. It's a beautiful day. You know, Whole Foods is so cute and so pretty, and they got the baskets, and you know, it was just a beautiful day. And I was just like, just taking in the experience, because food, I had to tell myself, food is not the only way I could be happy. There's so many ways to be happy. You know, I did all my research, and I knew I was gonna be fine, and I had enough fat on my body to at least last me 3 days. And so we walk out of Whole Foods, and I'm just telling myself all this, like, there's so much more to life than just food. I'm enjoying the scenery, enjoying the ambiance and the feel. And you know, Whole Foods has this expensive and luxurious and fruitful and naturey, and it just has this feel to it that just puts you in a peaceful, protective, comfort mood. Like, you know, you feel good and you feel whole. And so we get to the car, and my friend takes out their TTLA sandwich, and I look at it and I'm like, ooh, that looks good. Take a bite. I'm like, I'm not taking no bite. I'm fasting. And I can't believe how much willpower I had on my first fast, but I really wanted to break this stall. And my friend hands it to me, or tries to hand it to me, and I look at it and I see all the yumminess and the pickle and the falafel, whatever we call it, the vegan, it was a vegan, the tomato and the lettuce and the vegan cheese and the pita, and I'm just like, and the avocado, and I'm just like, ooh. So they take a bite. This is good. It tastes really healthy, and it tastes like nature, and it just makes you feel good. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel fresh. It makes me feel clean and whole and healthy. And I was just like, well, I can't eat. We ended up going to Trader Joe's. We ended up going to a Trader Joe's, and this Trader Joe's, oh my gosh, had everything. And I'm fasting still, same day. And we go in Trader Joe's, and same ambiance as Whole Foods. And I'm just walking around admiring. They had some peanut brittle, and I remember somebody said it was so good, and I'm just admiring it. And my willpower is so strong because I want to break the stall. And so I'm just admiring everything that Trader Joe's has. I want to say it's probably my second time being in Trader Joe's. And so I was just like, wow, they have all this, they have all this. And meanwhile, I'm just naming everything that I'm going to try. And I actually did go back and get everything I said I was going to try, but not that day. And so we ended up riding around looking at some homes after we left Trader Joe's, and like this beautiful day, tree, just everything was just nice. And I'm taking in life. I'm taking in the beauty of everything, and understanding that if I do this, I know I'm going to lose weight. Like, my confidence in the end goal was so big that I know I'm not breaking. I'm not eating, I'm not breaking, I'm not taking a bite, because the research I did, even a jelly bean will throw me off. Like 5 hours of fasting, it'll throw me off. Like, what am I trying to say? Anything, like just water, no coffee, no food, no nothing, because the research I did let me know that you can't take in anything but water if you want your body to go into the autophagy, the benefits that it does to your mitochondria, the benefits it gives your brain awareness, the benefits it gives for weight loss and endurance and energy and fighting off these bad cells that could cause cancer and all the things that fasting does. I did the research on, so I knew that taking in any food would throw that off by hours. And if you've been fasting for days, it takes a long time to get back to that process if you mess up and eat something. So I knew that, and so I just said, I'm just gonna take in the beauty of life and not look at food like that's the only way I can be happy. Yeah, there are times when you get annoyed or frustrated and you get enraged and headaches and all that, but that's a part of the process when you're fasting, because your body is fighting, is burning off that sugar, burning off those carbs, and it's not happy that you are doing this because that's not what it's used to. It's not that you're mad or frustrated, you're just unlearning what you've taught yourself for so long. You're unlearning what you have taught yourself for so long. So you're going to be frustrated. Your body's going to be frustrated. Like, wait, what in the world are you doing? I am not used to that. Hold on. Your body's going to be like, what in the world are you doing? I'm not used to this. This is not what you taught me. This is not what you have programmed me to do. So you're unprogramming a lot of things. And then sometimes it's going to take a 48-hour fast or a 72-hour fast. I fasted for 14 days. This was the first time I fasted. I did 14 days. Yep. So it wasn't just one day. It wasn't just 2 days. It ended up being 14 days without food. So I did all my research, and I had my electrolytes. I had my potassium, my vitamin B12, and I had my magnesium, and I had my water. And so I was ready. And so the first day, time goes by, and all the research taught me what's going to happen. You're going to get a headache, got Midol. You're going to get hungry. Your body, once you get hungry, give it 2 hours, and then it'll go away, because your body will realize food's not coming in. Let me tap into the fat that's already on her body. So that night comes, and I'm just like, You know, a lot of it I don't remember. You know how when a woman finally has her baby after 9 months of being pregnant, and she remembered she had all the pain and she had all that frustration when the baby comes out, all that stuff goes away. You don't really remember it. You do, but you really don't dwell on it because you see the baby. Well, I saw the weight loss after the fast, and I saw how I felt, and I was just like, all that pain and frustration and mental anguish went away. But I still remember this one moment, because people always say you need to eat, you need to eat. Well, not if you have all the built up, you have a lot of built up fat on your body and you never tap into it. And so when you finally give your body time to tap into it, you go through all the things, the headache, the frustration, but give it some hours and your body will realize, oh, she has that fat, let me use that. But you got to get through the frustration and the pain to get to that point when your body will realize, oh, okay, she has some fat. So that one moment, you know, I'm in bed, and it was day 2 of the fast. I had got through day 1, and even day 1, actually day 1, I'm laying in the bed, and I'm just like, I'm cold, okay? I get real cold, and I'm like, what is this? Why is my hands cold? Why is my feet cold? And so I put some socks on, put some gloves on, and I'm just laying there. Because I was expecting like something to happen. I felt like I was surrounded by something. I felt like there was a spirit in the room. I felt like something was there. And so I'm laying in bed that first night, and I'm just like, I'm frozen. Like I had went a whole day without food, and my body was starting to do some weird stuff. It was cold, and I was just laying there, and I was all of a sudden, like, my body tensed up, and I was frozen, and I couldn't move. And I don't know if it was all in my head or what, and I just felt like it was a spirit in the room. And I'm just like, you know how people say fast and pray? And I was just, I didn't want to move. I didn't want to move. And all of a sudden I just fell asleep. The next day comes. You know, I go through the fast. I don't eat. Then that night comes, and this is worse than the first time. The second night I fasted, I felt like my body was trying to leave. My soul was trying to leave my body. So I laid in bed. I went to, you know, I'm trying to go to sleep, laid in bed. And all of a sudden I go frozen again. And I feel like my body was trying to leave. My soul was trying to leave its body. And it felt like something was in the room, like a spirit or something. And that is before I learned about electrolytes. So I will say I didn't get my electrolytes the first 2 days. I got my electrolytes on the 7th day of my fast. On the 7th day of my 14-day fast. I didn't have electrolytes those first 6 days. So my body was going through something. I was going to be okay, but it was going through something. And maybe, you know, when they say fast and pray, they say demons and stuff will leave your body and you'll be renewed and all of that. I don't know if a demon left my body. I don't know what left my body, but something left my body on day 2, for sure of day 2, because I felt like I was lifting up, but I was on the bed. I'm like, why do I feel like I'm lifting up, but I'm on the bed? And I was so tense, and I was frozen, and I even got in a fetal position, and I was so scared. I was looking around the room because I felt like something was there, and I was so scared. I just stayed in a fetal position. I was scared to even move. When I got in that fetal position, I just lay. I remember laying there, and it's like my soul was shaking in my body. I felt my soul like trembling. I felt like I was trembling, but not my body was trembling. I felt like my soul was trembling. I can't explain it. It just felt can't explain it. And that was day 2 of my fast. I don't know if it's because I didn't have electrolytes or what, but I feel like I'm happy I went through that experience because I felt like something came out of me, something. And I was so scared to move. And so I laid there and I ended up falling asleep. And that never happened again. That was just day 1 and day 2. After that, I never experienced that again. I remember just feeling like, man, like something was trying to leave my soul, my body, my soul. And I had fasted many times after that. I never experienced that again. So what they say in the Bible is probably true. Fasting and prayer is powerful. And I recommend it. And I'm glad I didn't have those electrolytes those first 7 days because that was a great experience. But please get your electrolytes, okay? Because they are powerful. They are very important. But that was my first day of fasting and a little bit of my second day. But after that, I did 14 days, lost 36 pounds. I got a video on that if you want to hear about it, and have kept that weight off. And I love fasting. I love it, love it. I recommend it. It's what keeps my weight off. It's what has healed me from so many things I used to experience that I don't experience anymore. And it's powerful. And it's free 99. You ain't got to get no prescription. You ain't got to go to no doctor. You ain't got to schedule no appointment. You just do some research online. Ask your doctor if you want to, just to be medically correct, and to let you know, seek professional advice from a physician or dietitian, because I'm not that. I'm not a physician, not a dietitian. Please do not take my advice when it comes to medical. Seek someone who has an actual license for that. But also understand that a lot of them do not recommend or do not believe in natural things and don't believe in fasting because they've never tried it, they don't want to try it, they don't try it. So to each his own, and use your own use your own knowledge on that. And but definitely, if you feel more inclined, seek medical advice, okay? But I've lost over 100 pounds and I've never had to go to a doctor. I never went to a doctor about my fasting, never went to a doctor to lose weight, never did any of that, and lost over 100 pounds, and I feel great. But that's just me. So that's my story of my first fast. Enjoy it. Don't make life hard. Get the photo shoot so you can see how you look every few months. When you lose your first 20 pounds, go get a photo shoot, go get a makeover, get your hair done, get an outfit, learn how to do makeup, or go get your makeup done. Do something like that to enjoy this journey, and understand that you do not have to stop eating your favorite foods. You just need to learn when to eat them. All right, so that is it. I'm glad y'all showed up, and I'll see y'all in the next one.